My name's Dan. I am the mastermind behind this great podcast who changed something at the very last second. So anyways, that makes it a little more real, a little more authentic. Welcome to Seattle's Eastside Real Estate Podcast. I am Dan Edwards, your host for this amazing podcast. And we are going to have a fantastic show for you. Let me just find out exactly what it's going to be about here. It's, let's see, Wednesday. It's October 25th, spooky, scary time of year with Halloween right around the corner. We are live on Facebook and YouTube, and we would love for your comments or questions live on the air. Feel free to post your questions. And if you are so kind, please like our podcast and subscribe. Let's see. Also, if you're listening to a recorded version of this, please feel free to rate the podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts and beyond. So let's see, where is it? That's what I want to do. I finally got it the way I wanted it. So I'm like looking here at my script and I'm over here. All right. Real estate enthusiasts, get ready for a thrilling Halloween show today. In our real talk segment, we're going to be diving into the potential pitfalls of selling your home for sale by owner on your own, what we like to call as unrepresented seller. And then we're going to be joined by our good friend Tucker Maxwell for our insightful mortgage moment. With all of this wonderful real estate knowledge, you're going to want to grab a pen and paper and write down some notes. But before we get into our mortgage moment, let's explore today's real talk segment. Selling your home for sale by owner. I have to admit, before I was in real estate, I did the same thing. I decided that I could do this. It's no problem. I'll just offer a commission to an agent that represents the buyer, and I'll represent myself. I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, friends and followers, that I lost money. It's true. I didn't know it until much later, but I left money on the table. What I decided to do was put a sign in the yard and advertise that I didn't have any representation. You know what I did? I offered a 4% commission to the buyer's agent. So I offered a commission to my adversary, and I had no idea whether or not the price I offered was high enough, low enough, didn't matter. But I sold the house. So at the end of the day, I got done what I needed to do. So here's the moral of that story. So pricing the home accurately, that was probably the first lesson, is there's a high probability that a professional is going to dig into comparable sales and trends that are happening specifically in that neighborhood. So a real estate agent brings that expertise. And if you're considering selling by yourself, your idea is all about saving the commission, right? But what you may be doing is leaving quite a bit potential money on the table. Now, the other part of working, why for sale by owner could be a problem, is the footprint that the real estate agent has. Now, it used to be real estate agents controlled the book of business. They had this big book full of real estate stuff, and the buyers would come in, sit down in the office, and they would say, hey, what exactly are you looking for? And they'd flip through this book. So they actually controlled the information. Well, nowadays, of course, that's all digital, right? So it's easy as a for sale by owner, you just plug it on there. But there's actually hidden markets, and they're not officially hidden, but a good real estate agent with a great network, not only of online buyers, but online buyers that have been curated for months. For example, our team has a list of people that are looking in many different locations, and their timelines are different. It could be when the right house comes along. It could be that they're actively looking and it's just not there. So when you bring a home to market on your own as a for sale by owner, yes, you are certainly able to put it on the internet like everybody else, but you're not necessarily able to tap the larger web of network that a professional with years of experience would have. Now, the third thing is the paperwork. Now, real estate agents practice the legal, what is it called? A focused legal part of real estate. It's a specific segment. So we are experts, well, most are experts in the contract law as it pertains specifically to a buyer and a seller. What's more is it's not just about the paperwork. Anybody can fill it out and anybody can read the contract, but it's actually understanding how that environment, the current market, the current location, the challenges with a specific property, what it means in that contract, whether you're a buyer or seller, and in this case as a seller, what it means when a buyer either waives or pre-inspects a property, and how that can affect your future, your chance of getting the next home that you're looking for. So in conclusion, yes, of course you can, like me, sell your home for sale by owner, but knowing now that you need an expert who can help you price it accurately, help not just get it to an online search, but beyond to a bigger network, and also navigate through the paperwork, not just writing a contract, but actually helping you understand what the legal ramifications of different types of offers are. In summary, if you're looking to sell and you're considering a for sale by owner, this is the type of market that requires an expert. You should reach out, you should interview a number of agents and find one that is the expert for you, that will help you not just sell your home, but sell your home for as much as the market will bear based on the current market conditions. And that is our Real Talk segment. All right, now don't go anywhere. We're going to have a great conversation with our good friend Tucker Maxwell right after this short commercial break.